Happy Tuesday. Welcome to Art and Chill, me and my iPad Tuesday show with Art and Chill. I probably haven't had a coherent thought since yesterday. So, because as if you were watching yesterday, you know that I'm doing hospice on my kitty right now, basically. So, it's pretty dim and dismal and grim. And you guys are the only bright spot in my day. So, yay! I'm so glad I can be here and share some knowledge with you. And yeah, just be. And for heck's sake, be freaking grateful for the people and the animals that are in your life. Love them every day. Don't be mad at them if you can help it. Because you never know. I mean, she's 21, so as the vet said, she outlived her like a cat's lifespan. So, but that doesn't make it feel any better when it's happening. So, there you go. Well, I'm going to move on to other subjects and say hello to my peeps, the ones who are sitting here in the front row with their note-taking devices and such. Jim Shannon, of course, first. And Allie, armless Allie, mini pillows to you, my dear. Thank you for your support. Thomas Christ, of course, the Godderator. Quickly being caught up to by folk punk, though, on his channel. Yikers. Full staff Zoom meeting ended early. That's good. That is good. Yeah. So good. Right on. So I've got a bit of a plan today. Yeah, I'm sure that it's like frustrating for her or whatever, but she's getting the best. She's getting a lot of love. She seems like she's feeling like, aside from being dying, of course, she's like, doesn't cry very much as long as I'm holding her. My roommate is watching out for her right now. Mateus! Hello, the whippersnapper. Good to see you, sir. Pookie Ann, hello, the legend is here. Oi boy. Well, let's see. I'm going to start with a little bit of research that I did on fonts. So before we bring in the star of the show, my iPad, we're going to hop in. Whoops. Given that I have a mouse that works, or a trackpad, my trackpad is not working. That's nice. Oh, there we go. You guys can't see what's happening, but it's kind of amusing if you're not me. I'm going to turn it off. I'm going to turn it back on. Hopefully it will. I feel bad for my kitty too. I loved her so much. I love her so much. I'll never stop loving her. Let's not talk about this anymore, okay? Nobody needs to see me cry. Will mess up my makeup. So let's talk about stupid things like why my trackpad doesn't work. On to other things. Okay, I need to be able to present. Oh, there we go. Finally. Oh, you guys. This is just not what I needed. Okay, let's share my screen. Let's share my window. Yes, I do have a hat today. My hair is very bad today. Let's see. I have a window open. I should have one. StreamYard Studio. Chrome tab window. I don't see a window. Movie recording, properties for Zoom, OBS Studio, Rise of Dark Leela. Oh, here we go. Now, share. And add to stage. There we go. So, I think I've done the wrong thing again. Yes, make me laugh. Right. Okay, I'm going to stop the screen. I'm going to represent the screen. I'm going to get a different screen. I'm going to go over to my other screen and find out why. Don't you guys love this? Oh, I see what I've done. All right. I'm back. Yay. This isn't so bad. 5 tools. Hey, Ed Z, the Z. Let's see if we can get this. Right, now I can see the chat and you can see my screen. Perfect. Anyway, I was looking, this is a article on domestica.org. 5 tools to design and edit hand-drawn fonts. So you cannot, not only could you draw a font, and I'm particularly talking about, I call them Z, yes, Z, because it's Z, it's whether you say Z for like Americans do, or Z like everyone else does that speaks English. His name is still Ed, so Zed. And then Ed B Metal is Buzz. That's because that way we leave room for new Eds to come in. Anyway, so creating your own typeface. This is something, I'm going to just show you like drawing this stuff today, but what is possible here, and in fact, I'm going to be following a template that I downloaded from Calligrapher, and that will be, that's what we're going to use to draw our letters. Anyway, you can convert your handwriting into a font now, and you can actually do it for free. You could do it you could use your, you can photograph or scan other handwriting. There's so much you can do, like, to get your fonts in like that. It says, so, right. Calligrapher is easy to use. It apparently replaced like My Script font and Paint font. This one I like because you get a PDF template that has spaces for all the letters, numbers, and punctuation marks, and then you scan or take a photo of it and you upload the file, and it creates an OTF or TTF. TTF is True Type font, which is the one that I know how it works. It's basically an official font, right? While the free version of the program does have its limitations, it allows you to create unlimited fonts of up to 75 characters, working on one font at a time. There's also a premium version that includes more advanced features for professional needs, such as adding ligatures. Ligatures is like when that, the little AE that they use in, like the British people when they say hemophilia or something like that. They instead of, you use an AE and they're smushed together. That's what's called a ligature. This is probably the least informative thing I'm ever going to do. Anyway, so adjusting space between characters, which is called the gutter, I think, or anyway, it'll probably show up somewhere in this. Anyway, Bird Font is a free open source online editor that allows you to create fonts by drawing within the program. You can create vectorial letters ready to export in TrueType, OTF, EOT, and SVG, which is pretty wild. Using Bird Font, you can also import images to create typefaces from hand-drawn letters and upload icons to turn into fonts. Plus, you can import projects from Adobe Illustrator and Inkscape so that you can save them in typeface formats. This is really cool. There's Font Arc, which I didn't download, but I just did the first two. It's a free platform. The best feature of this one apparently is an automatic outline generator. You only need to draw the skeleton of the characters to create your letters. Then you can modify the width and the curves. You also have the option to create icons, and there are video tutorials available to help you get to grip with the program's various features. They're exported in OTF, which I don't know what that is, but it sounds like it's one of the main font types. But to be able to download the fonts that you design, you'll need to create a free account. Okay, there's one called Glypher Studio, a free web-based font designer that you can also download for desktop. By the way, I've saved this page into the description of this show. This intuitive platform has specialized editing tools to make your work easier, like guidelines and keyboard shortcuts, as well as added functions like font testing in 2-screen mode, so you can keep tools on one screen and edit on the other. Geez, that sounds awesome. But it also allows you to import outlines from Inkscape and Illustrator so that you can make changes to existing fonts in SVG format with a tutorial to get you started. Jeez, that's wicked. Hey, thanks, Thomas. Let's just hop that up real quick. It's part of their blog. Yeah, my handwriting is still marginal because I still handwrite my journal sometimes. So that's actually like keeps my handwriting legible. It's never been that good. I mean, I guess when I was a kid, I had perfect penmanship, according to the teacher. But, you know, then I got interested in art and thing. I just knocked something over, whatever that was. FontForge, another open source font editor for both beginners and seasoned typographers alike. FontForge can be used to design and edit hand-drawn fonts in TTF and OTF. Its comprehensive toolkit enables you to customize all the details of your new font, from basics like word spacing and kerning to editing the metadata. Wow! That's really cool. And then so Domestico has a whole bunch of interesting stuff. It seems to be an organization, so a nonprofit. And so I feel like that's a great place to start. Now, let's hop over. Here is Calligrapher. And here's me. And my email address is available on my channel anyway, so I guess it doesn't matter if you can see it. So you create a template and print it out. So I hopped over and to templates, and just you have a list of languages. So it's not just English, but this is your basic English template. So I clicked on download, and then we'll look over here for the third thing, Calligrapher. There we go. Look, and there are there's letters inside. And that's what we're going to use in Procreate. I've downloaded this and as a PDF, and I saved it. I screenshot it on my iPad. And then we can just hop it underneath. We just hop it underneath, and that, I think, let's just quickly, I don't know if I can change. Now, I can't change over to the Bird Font interface, and I don't necessarily think that that's necessary. I think we should probably, get into Procreate and enjoy a couple of other handwriting ways to do some handwriting. You don't necessarily have to go as far as to create your own font. Hugh Caldwell, meow, welcome. And Ed B. Metal, Buzz. We have Buzz and Zed in the house today. Very nice. So if any of you missed my show yesterday and are interested in Stellar Vox, watch the show and then follow the directions that I've given in the show so that you can comment on the app. I'll comment on my show to get entered into a drawing for 2 copies of Stellar Vox I'm giving away. Anyway, right on. Let's take my computer out of here. And I'm back. And now, the moment you've all been waiting for. The star of the show. My lovely, my one and only Isla, the iPad. And I'm going to my corner. Zoop. There I am in my corner. Right on. Let's open up Procreate. Yes, that is what we're talking about. It would be nice if you could get your own fonts on the computer, so as you type, it types your own fonts. If that's what we're talking about, that is what we're talking about. So, not just that. So let's bring in a photo. We're going to do that. And this is our little font guy. Obviously, the first thing you do is tap on the plus button and create a new layer. You definitely don't want any of your stuff on this layer. So we'll get back to that in just a moment. And I'm going to come in and bring in another photo. I have, let's see, I brought in a search, but it doesn't seem like I have a search option. So we're going to have to go the opposite direction. Our opposite direction is to go to Photos. And I'm going to search for writing. Written document, writing, wristwatch, right? All right, well, I'm just going to, let's use them all because a lot of these are just, pictures of things like books and, oh, here's my kitty. Oh, I'm going to miss you so much, Cakey Wakey. All right, we're looking for something handwritten here. Or written. All right, let's check this out. See, this has some handwriting in it, or it has some lettering in it. We can send this to Procreate. As a photo. Now we come back to Procreate. And it imports it just automatically like that. And this is really cool. But, no, yes, you saw the tree. Yes, that's your tree. So here, I can crop this if I am interested. See canvas, see actions, canvas, crop and resize. So just say I'm going to just do the letters. Done. Now you have this gigantic. So once again, we create a layer. And this time I'm going to be, see, I don't want it to be so, I don't necessarily want it to be quite so So as you see, I'm going along the lines of it. And then let's say I want to do like cross hatching right here. Cross hatching on the, whoop. Make sure we've got all of this. All right. Then you just undo this out, and look, you've got a letter. You can obviously come in with your little eraser. Ooh, that's a big eraser. Let's make that eraser smaller. Let's see what we've got for an eraser. I usually use just a paintbrush, like a round brush for an eraser. Then we can just, ooh. So you could take these letters and, import them. So a different layer for each letter, because that's real important. Because later on we can take and whoops. I've done something wrong here. I'm using an eraser. That's not helping me. Let's double check. I've got a studio pen. Studio pen gives me a little kind of bushy, right? Yeah, I can see how it would benefit a tattoo artist. You could take any photo pretty much. Just draw along. Draw along. I think a little bit of, imperfection is going to make it look, I think, more hand-drawn. This is where your imperfections are good. So, making a little cross. Oh, let's make our thing just a little tinier so we can see our crosshatch. It's just a mess, I guess. All right, now let's get rid of layer 1 and layer 2, and all we have is the O. Of course, let's go back in and make sure we're in the right layer. Yep. Make sure we're on drawing. Now we draw. Whoops, my hand slipped a little. All right. So cool. All right, now we uncover, and we've got this. Now we can just mess with it a little bit. Coming in with our eraser and making sure that we, undo, that we paint over the edges. So we just make it so it doesn't look just sloppy, but just a little wonky. I kind of like this thick line on top, but I want to just make it just a little bit more smooth, right? And then, go back to this. Undo that. Hey, let's turn on a little music. I'm in the mood to listen to something. Let's get myself over here. I've got a StreamYard hit. And let's not make that too loud. Make sure to let me know if the music is too loud. How is it? Tell me about the music. Loud? Not so loud now? think it sounds, yeah, better now. All right. Anyway, you see what I'm doing. I'm not going to finish this for now. Let's go back to the photos again and see if we can find something that's hand drawn. Hands. Those look terrible. Ooh, these look good. This Gortium one. See, look at those. Those are some really cool letters. And of course, you know, if you were gonna use this trick to make some letters and change them and do some different stuff, right, with it, you would obviously go in and type out the thing you want to type. But I really enjoy these letters like that work like this. I really find the letters in What Did You See Last Night, I find them to be super cool. Yeah, it is an art and craft to design proper fonts, which is why we're copying other letters first before we come in here. I'm sure glad that I didn't go to art school back in the day, because I don't draw very well. Let's see, what else can we find something? I'd like to find something with my handwriting on it, because then I don't have to worry about like stealing somebody's hard work, you know what I mean? Handwriting. Wow. Painted porch afternoon. I have a lot of interesting stuff in here. So much stuff. Oh, here we go. Is this that seems to be some kind of not sure how to make a, yeah, this one says you had to do a drawing test to be allowed in that school. Oh geez. Yeah, that'd probably be like that would be my bête noire, which by the way means black beast. Dark beast. I know somewhere in here I've got my own handwriting. Maybe I should put handwriting. Yeah, let's go back to my search. Maybe. Oh, wow. See all. These are some writing. This is some of my writing. Here is, this is a good one. Let's first we'll edit this because we want to make not, let's see. We want the exposure. Yeah, I'm fine. Okay. So, no, I don't want to mark it up. Okay. Exposure. We'll turn that up. We'll turn the brilliance up. We'll turn the highlights up. We'll turn the shadows. Down makes more shadows. Up makes less shadows. Just leave that contrast. Turn up the contrast because that always helps. The brightness, just a little more. Black point is to turn black point way up. Helps make things darker. A little saturation up. Right on. stopwatch. It was the most fun education you ever had. Oh, lovely. Oh, big green hearts, Smithy. Good to see you. Yeah, this is the beginning of the lyrics for the song Rise. So let's just take this since it's filled with letters that I wrote. And just pop, 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 pop to Procreate. Sending to Procreate. All right, that should do the trick. All right, importing. There we go. Now, of course, immediately create a new layer. Because you could export each layer. Hey, Audible Video, nice to see you. Somebody who is a real artist. All right. Make sure our studio pen is down, down, down. Now we'll see. I'm just going to trace this. And you know, when you're tracing, just so you know, when you're tracing, happy birthday, Mom, by the way. One of my clubhouse moms. You don't have to follow it exactly if you don't think it looks good. Only one nice eye. There we go. So obviously we'll be able to come in and crop these. See, now I find, let's erase this edge. Because I want the foot to come out farther. So come on back here. There we go. There's an eye. And of course you can fill it in. Oh, thank you. This is called Lonely Afternoon. See? And then I just dragged in black and now we have a black letter. I. Of course, I have been making a new layer for each letter. We may need to like chop these up and do this differently at some point, but for now it seems to work. Now you see how nice that looks? Obviously, we're not going to need to use every letter because I call this Lonely Afternoon. Let's see. Now here's an R. That R looks nice, but it needs to come down further. And then I want it to be more. Now this is probably going to be kind of easy actually, so oops. Make sure we've got that in there. Now we can drag, color drop, just drag it. Nope, that doesn't work. Undo that. So we have to come up here and make sure that it doesn't have any holes. Now let's see if we can drag. There we go. Then we'll just fill it in all the way. Just fill, fill, fill. Get our little eraser. Erase the edges, make it smoother. A little narrower maybe. A little flatter on the bottom. And then back here, let's just fill in. Make sure I see little white spots. Not that a little tiny spot isn't gonna... See, now there's a cool R. Nice. I think you guys get the picture, right? Oh, what's happening? The channel members shall be called Smithereens. That sounds lovely, Mr. Smith. From one of Mr. Smith's porns? What? I mean, prawns. Yeah, so I could clearly share layer. So you can share each layer. Let's see, let's just share this image to a PNG. And let's see, save image. Prawns. So let's go and find this image. We have to come back to recents. Whee! Whoops. Wow, see, there you go. Of course, we're gonna have to come in and edit this puppers, because look, there's so much. But if the only thing that's showing is the letter, and you export, then you're exporting the letter. You want to do these all at massive DPI so that you can... Done. An R. Haha. Well, isn't that cool? We've got an R. We've got an R that I made myself. So fun. This song is called Set Phasers to Stun, by the way. All right, let's go back. Not to photos, but to uh-oh. It's trying to send me to... It's trying to send me so that I'm here twice. All right, let's come back to the gallery. Now, this, image 2714. This is the crazy part. The softer erotic series. They call them Christ followers. What should I call my channel members when I ever get a channel membership? Bezier curves like Adobe Illustrator? That's a good question. Does Procreate support vector art? I'm just gonna go over and look. Does Procreate support vector? The short answer is no. You cannot natively create vectors in Procreate. It is a raster-based program that uses pixels rather than mathematical equations like vector graphics. You might already know the differences between raster and vector images, so you'll understand why Procreate can't recreate vectors. But on at makeuseof.com, there is a how to vectorize and colorize your Procreate drawings. Just gonna pop that in. I don't know if that's gonna work. Yeah, that's not working. Let's just get rid of these. Delete these. Delete. I hate when they don't, what if I accidentally put myself on timeout? Can you do that? I'm just gonna open it so that, uh-oh, I just dropped something. And I believe that it's my, it's my Apple Pencil. All right, here we go. Now, sending it in. Just for you guys. Just in case you need to know this. Don't do a Many Vibes. So Many Vibes deleted herself or put herself in timeout. Oh, tell me all about this. Yeah, Thomas Christ is a super mod on my channel. Of course. Because he's super. I feel like you've done that. It would be terrible to... Alright, so here we go. This is our calligrapher thing. So I've still got my studio pen. Let's see. Now, I'm going to try to... There we go. Boom. Well, I'm not technically creating my own. I'm using Procreate to fill in the form. And see, the thing is because I have this in, I have this new set as a layer. So when I go to share this out to my photos, it will be shared right in the format. So what I'm probably going to do, because you're probably going to see some of the letters when I'm done. So if you don't see if I don't want to see the letters, what I can do is come back to layer 1, bring in my eraser. Oh, let's hide layer 2. Now I can erase. Obviously, I need to make that whiter, because you look at that looks terrible. If we add layer 2 back in, see, that's not, we can't do that. So let's not do that. I might have to do this. So, well, the thing is that once I've got everything hand drawn in, I can go back to my photo that I imported and fix this, right? Caligula do calligraphy. Ha ha ha. So I like to have my, let's see, I want to have, let's turn this back to black. Back in black! Let's see if I want, this is how I want my, this is my quotation marks. Charging up your pencil. Yeah, that's funny because back in this is an apostrophe. I'm gonna make that like kind of roundy. Or fill that all the way in. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Right. So as I can't tell you whether I finished this or not, so I'm going to oh no, we're on layer 1. Oops, I've made mistakes. We have to undo. Oh, by the way, tap, 2-finger tap. Undo. There we go. Let's get back into our correct layer. Now we're back in the correct layer. Now we can come back and make these, like, say I want them to be kind of the same way a little bit. And they're both different, which is kind of cool. Then I just drag in this color. Pencil. All right, so when I was living in the Caribbean, it was always the joke is got lead into pencil. So when I made a man's cologne kind of thing, that like supposedly have aphrodisiac sort of things or whatever, and you know, energizing things and things for blood flow. And I called it lead into pencil blend. It was popular. Let's see, you want that like whoops. That's a... Oh, geez. Oh my gosh, this sounds like me right here. Audible Video says, I've used the computer so much that in real life, I have thought Control Z to try and undo a mistake. Right? Okay, let's see. And now, oh, for the period, I'm gonna make like a little... Oops. I'm gonna make a little star instead of a... This should be really easy. Although if I wanted to be a dork, tap 2 fingers to undo, keep going, I could make a little heart shape. It's just... See, that's so tiny you can really not be able to tell, huh? Let's see, just a little star. There's our semicolon. I like my... There we go. That's a pretty cool looking... Oh, let's see if we can get that in there. Woo, there we go. All filled in. If anyone can tell you what is happening here. So today, what we've done, what we're doing, is talking about how to get handwritten fonts into your art. We started with tracing in Procreate. Yeah, you're right. I would say Command Z, but I somehow still say Control, even though I now use Command. So thank you for asking anyway, Mr. Smith, because it never hurts to reiterate in case somebody missed the beginning. So what I'm using right now is a template from Calligrapher, which is an app. And this app creates fonts that you can type with from your own handwriting or whatever, right? Let's see, I like my A a little. And make that large, and then now let's drag in this color. Woo, there we go. That makes it easy, doesn't it? Morning, Jade! Friends and weirdos. Command you. You guys are so fun. Oh my gosh. God, I would think that like Jade and Audie had like phone sex or something since they're calling each other names right now. Let's make sure we're in the right layer. Yeah, we're in the right layer. We're in the top layer. Oh, I see. No heart for me, huh? No, I'm just sorry. I'm sorry. That's so evil. Yikes! Oh no! My green screen just came down. This is fun. Having a great day, guys. You don't want to see my place. Haha. Hey, Falcon Loser. Yes, I'm happy now. So happy. Sorry, I know you know I'm having a really bad time of it right now. I hate watching my cat expire, basically, so it's fucked. Right, so let's... This way. See, so I'm not just plain using their letter stuff. I'm making my own stuff. But you can basically tell. There we go. There's a B, nice looking B. Let's do this C. That's our C. Whoa! I must have left a hole. 2-finger tap just gets rid of that. Just double check. Oh, there we go. We have a little tiny hole to fill in. Let's go back. You grab. Undo. 2-finger tap, undo. So you drag inside the outline. There we go. Whee! Yes, you are one of the weirdos, but you're a cool weirdo. Jimmy Jazz, I really appreciate you are very supportive for me and my channel. Alright, let's do... and drag it in. It says we can do unlimited fonts as long as we just do one at a time. I like how my letters are different sizes too. This is a big thing for me. The Falcro, welcome. And for the new people, what I'm doing here is I'm filling out a template for calligrapher to make my own font. I kind of doubt, whoops, we don't want that white. So by the way, I'm not color dropping. Cancel, 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 cancel. Uh-oh. All right. Stop color dropping. Anyway, all done. Right, so if you press down hard, did you see up in the upper right hand corner how I had a white paintbrush? And before I'd been using, I don't know how I accidentally turned it into a white paintbrush, but I went back to a black paintbrush by hard pressing, long pressing, sends it back. No, this is, we're in Procreate. And we're filling out a template. That's what we're doing. All right. Now we're back in black. And now. And then. Right, there we go. Now we just come back in and we'll try to drag that in there and then just keep filling it in. Yeah. I'm just using Procreate because when I have these in Procreate, I'll be able to come in and clip them and use them also. And you know, take pictures of them, drag them in. I am inventing a new font. Let's take that. That is a mess. Let's just fix that. Dragon. Yeah, I don't like that. I'm gonna take off that edge. Alright, let's go. Let's do this, G. Oh, no. Just kind of outline. See, my letters don't look like those plain letters that they've got there. They look like my own letters. Now drag it in. Whee! Drag it in. There we go. We got an H. So take a look. I'm going to make it the right size. This is where we are so far. These are my letters. I'm hoping that we get that I have time to like upload it and download it, but I'm probably going to have to make a short or a quick like video showing you how to do that. Yeah, I love duct tape. Ooh, you guys. I've got a great idea. You could create letters with duct tape and then photograph them. This is easily something we can do like by hand. This is another idea. So, yeah, that's right. We can download Leela OTF. Or TTF. And then I won't answer anything that doesn't show up in Leela. Oh, no. I like serifs that you can see. Yeah, this one's kind of a funky one. I bet you that... Whoop. Yeah, it's in 3 little pieces. That's cute, though. Now I just fill in any little empty spots. TTF is on its way out. Okay, OTF is the new standard. Rad, thank you for letting me know. Normally I would do more preparation, but like I told ya, doing kitty hospice, so. Right now my roommate's watching out for her. If he hears her cry or anything, I'll pop in, pick her up. This is a little L. Nice. Nice. And by the way, you can, I'm gonna, when I work on the N, I'm gonna show you a little trick. There we go. All right, so here's a little trick. I'm going to draw this line, and then I hold down the pen and it straightens out. There we go. If I just wanted to have a straight line, you just hold it down and it straightens itself. And then you can actually move the edge too. I'm just doing it this way for now, for fun. Whoops. There we go. So it's still wonky, but it has very straight lines. I'm just gonna fill it in anyway. You can always add a little foot on it. Let me see if I hear something. I thought I heard something. Hang on. Sorry. Yeah, I can't, have to listen for, I know my roommate's here, but I thought I heard Kitty trying to get off the bed and she'll fall. So she can't really walk so good now. If at all. So here, look at this slop. I just made an ellipse. Let's make another freaky ellipse right there. There we go. Now we have it did the exact same thing. This obviously, if you can't draw very well, then you can do it this way. Let's see if the curve. Hey, wow, the curve even works. And then again. All right, now we've got better. Now we have more smooth lines, but they're still not like boring and exact. Yeah, but see, this isn't so bad. I've only been doing this for a while, and we're already almost like, we've just got, I don't know what, when you count it, I've done can't think today, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. I've done 24 characters already. Now we make an ellipse. There we go, there's our ellipse. There's another crazy shaped ellipse. Whoops. Tap, tap, tap. There we go. Whoops. And then, there we go. The accent for the O? What do you mean, accent? That's a pretty cute Q. I could draw like a smiley face in the middle of all my O's. The squiggly line. GG4. That's Gorilla Glue number 4. I probably should have been doing this straightened out thing originally, but it's all right. Each line straightened, but not. I like that curve. And then one more curve. Straighten the inside curve. Very nice. No glue. Yeah, you drink instead, Edby, I know. Some of us are different. Some of us drink and smoke. Woo! I might have to go in and redo all those original letters. But no, that's not good. That's a polyline. Undo. There we go. Nice. Just make sure you're... There we go. These are beautiful. Oh, you've been drinking? Well, maybe that's why you're always so pleasant. Lila nose. Whoops. 2-finger tap. Gets rid of that muggy thing. Let's make a slight kind of inward. See how crappy of my line is? But see, I just made a perfect one anyway. Then you just go here. Don't you love that? Thank you guys for hanging out with me. See, here's the lines are getting cool. They're very, very cool. Kind of like my straight line ones, but I kind of like my crooked line ones. Yeah, it auto fixes it. You just got to make sure you can't do a double curve. You have to do a single curve, like. There we go. There's that curve, and then let's do another curve. Drag it in. Yeah, we gotta make little feet and stuff because this is a serif font. Been jamming since birth. Yeah, I've seen a few of their things. They do some cool stuff. Whoops, there we go. And then a little short line, straight. Then there we go. Drag it in. You were gonna say some are missing serifs, but I didn't want to sound unpleasant. Serifs, like spelled like this. Serifs. This. I'm spelling it in. Serif. That's the kind of serif that is the edges of your thing, the edges of your fonts, and here's another serif. Let's see if I can get that to post. That is an angel, supposedly. Woohoo! Yes, I don't think we're gonna get to the point where we're gonna make it to the actual posting and stuff. See how these are like, they're a bit wonky. I want them wonky, but I like I like the straight lines. Whee. Then whip, just there we go. Sweet. Nice. Right? I'm just gonna add a little bit of serif action. Little wings on my letters. Now we'll come back in the middle. See, this is... Just keep on holding it, hold the pen down at the end, and it straightens your stuff out or turns it into cherubims and seraphims. Right, exactly. That's a weird looking X, but you can tell it's an X. Yeah. There's a new serif in town. Yeah, maybe I'll call this app. We're gonna look at. There we go. That I might call my. I might call my. My font that seraphim. We know. An angelic font. So special. Ooh, serum. Nice. Oh! 2 fingers to, let's see, there we go. There we go. Nice. Whoa, you can, you add, and then you can move the edges, drag, whee, now make little serifs. Do, 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 do. Hey, I got all the way to the Z. Oh, I made an arc. The arc. Okay. Don't know why I'm using Bible imagery here, but drag it in. Nice. How many commits in the arc? At least we all know. At least we all know how to make the jokes. Alright, I think I'm going to, because of the time that it is, I'm going to close this now. I thought I took a picture of some writing I made with, let's double check, this last thing I do before we head out. Let's go back to my photos. Oh, here we go. Art is life. This is one of my paintings. Obviously a really bad picture of it, but I don't know any of those words about letter shapes. You don't need to know. You've learned everything you need to know here. Yeah, so see, yeah, there's just a bunch of little things, flowers. Art is life. I could be copying those. Or I could be taking, like we could, if we want to, for this will be my last trick. I'm going to duplicate. Is that how you duplicate? Oh, there we go. Duplicate. So now I could come in and crop, and I could just crop one little word. So if you like make the words, this is for if you like make your own font physically. You could just be like, here we go. And there we have a word. And there's a word that you can put on something. Let me make it prettier. You could just make your words on, you could make them on a canvas. You could make them on your kitchen table with tape. I'm working on making a setup where I can show you what I do with my hands. And then you'll see my face and my disembodied hands, which will be cool. Yeah, there's tons and tons of layers on there, Folk and Blueser. And I'm like getting gradually, day by day, I've been getting my art room set up. Exactly, fridge magnets, I've done stuff like that. So all of these things, absolutely, there are so many different ways besides just fonts in fonts that are already available to you, although there's tons of those, and I've done a show on that, so go back and check that out. But here we're at halfway, at least halfway towards getting a font, the Seraphim Leela font. We'll have that. I'll have that by next week, I'm hoping. And I'll use my community tab to post some things for you guys if you want to check them out when I finish doing this. Anyway, next up we've got Jade Star. I'm gonna come back to you. I'm gonna turn off my best friend, the iPad, the star of my show. she's heading out. Whoa. My thing came down again. So I'm just gonna go watch this. I'm holding, no, you can't see my one arm because I'm holding up my thing. Kitty's sleeping right now. And if she becomes to be too suffering, I'm gonna call somebody and have them come to me, to us, because I don't wanna have to take her anywhere. I don't care if it costs extra. Anyway, Jade Star up next with the latest major updates to EG nodes. Follow on over. I'll probably be lurking. You guys, yeah, I know. But now that's the end of my show, I can be sad. I'm pretty sure I'll see you tomorrow. I'm probably gonna need this really bad. I'm gonna need my singing. It might be a short guitar stream, but I'm gonna sing. I'm gonna do my thing. I'll see you guys later, you guys. You're the best. I'm getting too tired holding my arm up like this, so guess it's time to go now. Big love, everyone, and all the peace you can carry in your heart. Frosty Freak, love you.